I just bought a 2017 Ford Expedition Limited Extended Length from Copart for $1,900. To be honest, I'm feeling really lucky about this one, but there are some concerns. First of all, it doesn't start. The cluster doesn't even light up. So we have no idea how many miles are on this bad boy. Second of all, there's blood all over the center console. So that's probably why nobody was willing to get in the car to start it, because there's blood everywhere. And lastly, the history report. Lack of history report. I ran a Carfax on this thing and it has not seen a service center in 7 years. But I'm willing to take the risk. Let's see what we get. All right, I just turned around and noticed something. This isn't what I was expecting. These are evidence tags, which are clearly bullet holes. So we've got 4 bullet holes. One went through the bottom of the mirror and 3 of them through the door itself. Those will be easy to fix. The problem with bullet holes is the damage it does inside. If it got a wiring harness, it starts becoming problematic. So hopefully that's not a big deal. That probably explains the biohazard though. Okay, so the transporter thinks we might be able to start the car. So we're getting a jump pack. We're gonna hook it up here to the front and see, maybe we'll get lucky and we can start this thing up and just pull it off the trailer. We've got a jump pack hooked up here to the 2 terminals. Let's see what we got. Yeah, baby, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh, I love those. Wow, and it sounds great. This one's gonna be a home run, boys. Man, I love it, I love it, I love it. I can't believe this thing just started up and drove off the trailer. It always brings me joy when I'm able to bring one of these back from the dead by just hooking up a jump pack. Didn't have to use the forklift to unload it. Man, this is just awesome. Now let's get it inside the building where we can do the walk-around inspection and I don't turn into an icicle out here. Let's just do a walk around and see what we got. Obviously, we got the bullet holes on this side. This tail light's got some moisture in it. Most likely, we'll have to replace the light. Sometimes you can take them off and reseal them, but usually you're better off just replacing it. Here's the problem area. The tape is probably on here because there's some bullet holes I didn't notice. Yep. Yeah, we've got bullet holes clear through the glass, so 2 bullet holes there. We've got some evidence tape here, a hole, probably the speaker as well as the door panel. So we'll have to get a new door panel. Doesn't look like it got the seat. I don't see anything else. The door itself though, we've got multiple bullet holes. 1, 2, 3 holes here. Looks like another slug went through the mirror and ricocheted off of this piece of molding. So we'll need to get that molding. We'll need to get a mirror assembly. We'll need to get it over to the body shop to fill these 3 holes and repaint the door. The body is in really good shape. I mean, there's no dents on it. This is just encouraging. Okay, so what do we got on the inside here? Looks like there is a little bit of blood on the center console. So in this case, what we'll do is just replace the entire center console assembly. The seat has a cover on it, but it looks fine. I don't see any blood splatter there. I'll tell you what though. So I got a tire light, but look at that. 34,949 miles. You have got to be kidding me. So one of my big fears with buying this thing is we didn't know the mileage. And when I ran a Carfax on it, it didn't have any history for 5 years. So I didn't know if this thing was gonna have 130,000 miles on it or 30. So we really got lucky there. That's super low miles for 2017. So that's really exciting. And it's got some nice options, obviously, for limited edition. There's some Timberlands back here, but they're empty. Nikes are empty. What else have we got here? Oh, hell no! You gotta be kidding me. A bottle of Hennessy. Oh my gosh. In 16 years of buying cars at Copart, I can't say that they have ever left me a bottle of booze before. Usually the employees at Copart would grab that thing right up. I'm surprised. I am really surprised to see that. Wow, cognac. Okay, well, well, the hatch doesn't work. Huh. Maybe we can do it from the fob. There we go. Hey, works from the fob. Maybe there'll be some more booze back here. Ah, looks pretty empty. Aww. But at least all the panels are here. Everything looks like it's in good shape. Okay, really, I'm pretty excited about this car. It's got way lower miles than I thought. It actually started and ran. It had keys. I think this one's gonna be a home run. So let's get a parts list together. I'm impressed with it so far, but we do have a couple things to work out. I need to get that door panel and get the door glass and the center console and the tail light and the mirror. But in the meantime, it's been a week. We're gonna get it back in here. Billy's gonna do the frontline inspection on it. We'll get some of the parts installed that we've already got and then see what else we gotta do. All right, so Billy's got it all wrapped up, got the front line checklist done on this bad boy. The oil got changed and we got a new air filter in it. We also checked all the fluids, got them topped off, so they're all good to go. We ended up having to put brakes all the way around. So we've got new pads and rotors on the front, both sides, and pads and rotors in the back, both sides. Plus, you got a bunch of the parts on that we had. So we got the mirror assembly on here, so that looks good. On the inside, we got the new door panel on. He did discover when he had the door panel off that this speaker has a bullet hole in it. So we've got a new speaker ordered. We've got to get that installed at a later date. He got the door glass in here. And the center console actually ended up being more of a headache than we thought. First of all, the trim color was wrong on it. I thought it was right, it was wrong. So we're gonna go out on eBay, try to get the right accent cover for the top of it. And the entire wiring harness in it was wrong. So we had to swap out the harness from the original one. So we've got that on there. This is just gonna be an extra part that we need to get rid of. And he got the taillight installed. So that finishes it up for the mechanical side. We will get it out on the road and do a final punch list, see if anything else comes up. Next, we gotta get it over to the body shop. We've got these 3 bullet holes that we need to deal with. Not sure if they're gonna end up having to paint into the fender and blend. So let's get it over there and find out.
Billy just tackled a big job for us with all the work he had to do on that passenger's door and getting the taillight done. That was great. Billy was getting her done. Next, we got to get it over to the body shop, patch up all those bullet holes, and if Nate and John are playing their cards right, they can get this done in one day.
All right, we got the door speaker installed. We got it pulled across the parking lot to the body shop. So now we can get Nate's opinion on how he's gonna fix all these bullet holes. Nate, I see you got the mirror off already. Identified, there's what, 3 or 4 bullet holes here, right?
Yeah, there's 3.
Oh, you got the piece of trim off. And shoot, it did actually tear that too. Wow. So this one here, we just need to get the piece of chrome, right?
Yeah. All right.
You know, put some sealer in there. Oh, good. What happened here?
That's just where the bolt hole went in and bounced around.
Ah, was the bullet still in there?
It probably did. Something fell down. I just haven't looked.
Oh, we gotta find the bullet.
I'll look for it.
That'll be fun. Okay, so do we have to weld these shut, or you just fill them with filler? Or?
Yeah, I'll weld them shut. That way nothing can get behind them.
So you come in from the back side.
Nope. I'll cut that out, put a piece of metal in, weld it.
Oh my
Pull
gosh.
patch welds.
What a pain. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. And then what, you'll do color, you'll have to blend onto the fender, and then just do the clear all the way up to the front. All right, well, I'll be back at lunch. I expect it to be ready. It's Monday at 10:45. I'll give you a couple hours. We'll come check it out. And then we can send it to detail.
I got it done in a couple hours. We gotta talk about a bonus. Like a big healthy bonus.
All right, well, let's see how it comes out.
Well, Nate would be getting a big fat bonus here if he didn't lose the keys. But let's be frank here, Nate's not getting a bonus. Hopefully he's got some good news for me. Let's go check on the progress on that door.
It's non-stop.
I do agree, though, with the logic that we shouldn't trust you guys with the keys.
See?
So
Body
going
shop.
forward, we're gonna have to work on that.
Body shop.
Oh, look at that. Man, you've been a busy man. Wow, I'm impressed. Man, that's awesome. I mean, that looks really good. That looks great. So now you put some sealer on it first and then primer?
No, you don't put sealer on it at all. Just
You
prime
just prime it.
Yeah.
So this goes into the paint booth at this point, or you do that here?
Nope, do it right here.
Yeah. Well, just for the record, it's 1:42. So he missed his target by 42 minutes.
You never,
Not bad.
because you was on lunch.
Maybe, but that's awesome.
See, if you would have took 42-minute lunch, you would have got it on time.
Well, because Wendy's, they were out of the sandwiches and we had to wait like 15 minutes for them to make another damn sandwich.
You ate all the damn food. He done ate them all out of food.
Okay, it's almost 4 o'clock. It's clock out time. I want to make sure these guys got that job done. That expedition should have been in and out of here in one day. Oh, he actually did. Not only did he get it done, he's already got it all taped off and ready for spraying. I tell you, when these guys put their minds to it, they can really get a lot done. You wouldn't believe that just 6 hours ago, this car had 4 bullet holes in the door. And now it's ready to go into paint and get some color on it. John, oh my gosh, John just walked by going to the bathroom and it's 5:13. We got to sneak out there and see what he did. I'm either going to be really impressed or this thing's going to look like total what? That's not even a half hour. He's done this in like 25 minutes. All right, let's sneak out there and take a look at it. Oh my, it is actually done. 5:15 and he's got it sprayed. I tell you what, these guys are the best. In NKY Auto, we only hire the best. That is impressive.
One day, in and out, has this thing done. Let's get the tape off of it and see how the blend looks. But I'm impressed. That is really awesome. Good job, John. Got it finished with about 5 minutes to spare. You know when I said we only hire the best, I was referring to John, right? So how is it that you got in here anyway? Friend of a friend?
Something like that.
Yeah. Or you blackmailed me with something.
I wish I had some blackmail on you, because then I'd be making more money.
I don't think Nate could find any blackmail on me because all my money goes to his payroll anyway. Well, anyway, the body part of the rebuild is done thanks to John and Nate. The next step is to get it back over to mechanical and get the rest of the parts figured out.
All right, we got it back from the body shop. I really like what these guys did. Nate and John, they pulled it off in our one-day challenge. I always like the way that the color black comes out. It blends really nice. We usually don't have any issues with the color fading and whatnot. Next, we just got to get it put back together. We got to get the door panel put back on, but we couldn't put the door panel on quite yet because it covers up the mounting for the mirror. But we couldn't put the mirror on yet until we got our new belt molding, which our friends at Castrucci Ford just dropped off yesterday. So we get the belt molding across the top of the door there. It goes underneath the mirror. So they get that on. Then we can put the mirror on. Then we can put the door panel on. And then at that point, it'll be all buttoned up to the point that I can take it out on the road, put some miles on it, and start working on a final punch list. All right, so we got the console all back together and we were missing a couple items, which our friends over at Castrucci Ford got for us. We have got the bezel that goes around the gear shifter, and we've got the coin tray here at the front. This is the coin tray. This was almost $40, like $38 from Castrucci Ford. Thank you guys. And I think I can handle this one. All right, I can do it, I can do it. Yep, there we go. There's a tab there, and I might have it backwards. Yep, I did. I had it backwards. All right, there we go. Okay, boom, 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 boom. It's all snapped in. All right, that's done. One down, two to go. This is the bezel that goes around the gear shift assembly. There's a chrome bezel here that was missing with our new center console. So again, Castrucci Ford hooked us up. This one was a little more expensive. It was about $50. But here we go. So we've got four, two in the back, two on the side. So it's gonna go like that, down like that. I am on a roll. Okay, let's go to the front for that park sensor problem. Just got to reach up in there, get that installed. Hopefully it fixes our problem. All right, this is a little tricky. All right, there we go, line it up. All right, and she's on, and the wire is on. Okay, so we have the park sensor installed. Now, the million-dollar question. Did it make the light go out? Is the system now working properly? All right, engine on, driver door ajar, no more park error message. I am the man. I frontline this car. Don't let any of the other guys tell you otherwise. This bad boy is ready to go. That was it. I've already driven it several times, worked out any little kinks that it had. This is a nice truck. It's gonna make somebody a really nice car. Let's get it over to detail, get it cleaned up, and see what we got. All right, she's back from detail and looking good. They got this thing shined up really nice. I'm pleased with it, especially with the blend job that we had on the side of it. We got the interior back together. Everything's looking good. This thing's got low miles. It's got all the options that people want. It's gonna get a lot of attention at the sales lot. The question is it gonna make us any money? Let's go look at the numbers.
All right, well, this was an exciting one. One I'm going to enjoy going over the numbers with you. We had a lot of storage in that thing. I could not get it picked up out of the Garden State to save my life. We ended up spending $455 just in storage, which brought our total purchase price to $2,999 because I ended up spending $700 to get it down here. Our labor was split up between both mechanical and the body shop. $2,650 over here on the mechanical side. We had another $800 on the body shop. We had $4,176 in parts, and our detail was an extensive detail. This is a lot of money to spend on a detail, but not unheard of. Those guys had to take the seats back out, really do a lot of sanitizing and cleaning in the carpets, so glad to pay it. It was worth it. All said and done, We had $11,900 into this car, but it's only got a 25-day supply on the market. There's good demand for it. We sent it over to the sales lot. I originally priced it at 80%. We sold this car for 79%. Didn't even make it a week. That car sold in 5 days. We ended up getting $20,250 for it, giving us a contribution margin of $8,350. And that is exciting. I took a gamble on this one, and man, did it pay off. That is what keeps me excited about this business. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. I'm Matt Ryan, and this was another episode of Northern Kentucky Auto.